Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For now, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below and become a member. There's lots of perks. And also WraithX.eth domain name. So there's a couple things to go over today. We'll start with OMI. OMI had a not so great day. It was down to, I think, under 600,000 in volume. Yes, there's $587,000 in volume over the last 24 hours. Only down about 0% to 00059. I did buy a little bit more today, a little bit on that dip. I do have 170.5 million OMI. And I got that. I haven't bought any OMI from the markets, like from an exchange, in several weeks because I've been buying from people on the app. And what I've been doing is, and a lot of people say, how do you buy on the app? How do you buy on the app? Well, the easiest thing to do, if you find someone with OMI on the app, go to your profile, go to your wallet, you click that wallet, you're going to see your gem balance, then your OMI balance, get more gems. You obviously hit the buy and receive. We are on the receiving OMI thing right now, so if anyone wanted to scan that QR code, send OMI, you can do that on your phone. If you wanted to send OMI, you click that send over there. You can scan someone's QR code, you can copy your address from over there, you can send it to someone, they can paste it there, and that's how they send it to you. Okay, well, can you actually buy it? Is there a transaction thing? There's no real transaction thing on, like you can't list your OMI like you can a collectible. You just have to do an OTC deal, and I did ask David in my live, he was on the podcast a couple nights ago, and he did say, no, it's not against terms of service. We don't offer that as a product. So it's not against the terms of service to do an over-the-counter deal like that. You just gotta find someone, come up with a rate, and then you buy it. And it's just the fees are a lot cheaper doing that as opposed to taking your OMI, bridging it, putting it on an exchange, selling it for USDTs, transfer. It's a lot. So it's just those fees are just, again, I've been buying it from people. Like I said, 170.5. I don't know how long we're down here for, and I have a new whale. If y'all haven't seen the posts on Twitter, I feel like I've been posting about him, talking about him on the videos and lives. He is very slow to start. We've been talking the past couple weeks, and now he has 10 million OMI. Is that a ton? No. Does that make him an OMI whale? No. But it's a start. It's only been a couple weeks. He'll be getting his 11 millionth OMI tomorrow. He's been buying a bunch of sub 100 stuff on the app. He gets more and stuff every day. But when we go and we talk about this, and he's asking me about risk, he is very careful. He is an old school guy that made his money not in tech. So for him to do this, he's never made a tech investment in his life. It's all been physical stuff. He does have a couple comic books, like physical comic books. And when explaining it to him, I'd say like, okay, well, listen, I don't know exactly what happens in the next couple months, but I explained to him all the catalysts. I did a video like 2 weeks ago. It's like 27-minute video on all the major catalysts that are public for the next 6 months to a year. You can go watch that if you're curious. And I told him, listen, I don't know what happens. You have a bunch of people that are really good at technical analysis that say OMI can go down to 0.0038, which is nuts. I don't think that happens. But again, you have that. You have a bunch of people saying there's going to be another leg down and just in the markets in general. I don't know if that actually happens. I mean, you've had trueflation that has been decreasing over the past couple weeks. And on top of that, you've also, to take a look at the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate has dropped to a 50-year low. I don't know if this recession is coming or not. Has inflation occurred? Abso-freaking-lutely. Again, I don't want to get too much into the macro, and I will cover some VV stuff now, but just letting you know, like how I explain it to whales, how I go and I say, listen, you have a company that's grossed over $400 million over the last 2.5 years, at least in gem sales. And that's just the gem sales. That's not including the actual back and forth. Again, if you count revenue, this is how all the companies do it. This is not just VV trying to do some funny accounting. All of these companies do it. Say, oh, hey, back and forth, person to person, there has been over $1 billion in exchanges. I think over 2 billion at this point between people. Somebody has something for $10,000 and they sell it. That actually does count as like revenue. It does count as gross revenue. Now, obviously, Veve doesn't get any of that. They get 2.5% of every single thing that sells, but that does count as transaction revenue in accounting. Everyone does it like that. It's not specific to Veve. So anyway, a lot of VCs, a lot of everyone will go in and they'll look at that and they'll be like, oh, okay, cool. That's fine. And they don't care about the tech side. They don't care about what's happening. Again, if you have this insane pipeline of money, Brockman Blockchain was on my he's been on my podcast a bunch of times. I love him. Link down below to Feesh's, Mint to Feesh, one of my favorite projects outside of Veve. I have 3 of them. One of them died. I think they're back now. Anyway, like a year ago, he went on and said, what Veve has as far as product in their pipeline, they have it out for years. Like years. They could not get another new license for the next 10 years and they'll be absolutely fine. Just from Marvel alone, you have like thousands of characters. Anyway, no other product has this. Like, when was the last time Recur did a drop? Like, when was the last time, like, other things that, like, it just doesn't happen. So you just constantly have this inflow of money. You constantly have, David and Dan acquiring more licenses, which, again, you don't really need because you have, you have enough of a pipeline, but, I guess it's never enough when it comes to this. They're planning to take over the world. But when I talked to the whale about this, that's what he sees. Like, okay, they're making a bunch of money. They have people that continuously buy everything that they put out. Does everything sell out? No. Does it need to? Also no. And this is why I don't diversify. This is why I don't go into other stuff. Like, yeah, Sandbox's Sand and Decentraland's Mana, both of their cryptos dwarf OMI's market cap right now. Okay, well, why? Well, because they, are on exchanges. They did have users at some point, and they still do a little bit. This OMI will flip everything on its head. Obviously not financial advice. I feel like I'm really bullish in this video. Let's bring it back a little bit. Let's bring it back to a little bearish because I do want to buy people's OMI. We don't know what happens in this next couple of months. You could have this other leg down. You could have more delays. Remember, MCP was delayed. Most things on Veve are delayed. We're supposed to get the new MCP OUP article called Loyalty. We're supposed to get that, last month. We might not get that until next month. We might not, OMI to NFT is a Q2 priority. I don't think we get it until Q3. Heck, we might not even get it until Q4. Apple has announced at their keynote that they're going to be showcasing their AR glasses. The co-founder of Oculus Rift had said, "Oh, hey, you this is really good." And a consequence of that is a couple of these other metaverse tokens like Ape, like Mana, like Sand, like Engine, a whole bunch of others, they've been pumping. And, there's like some speculation. I've heard like some rumors, oh, it'd be really cool if Veve were to be showcased on that. And again, I understand their point. What do you want to go and see? Like, if I'm Apple, yeah, I would love to show off how amazing the partner statue looks or Spider-Man looks. Like, why would you not want to release this amazing IP and showcase it? That being said, again, I really want to taper expectations because some people are expecting this to happen. If it doesn't happen, you're going to see some negative sentiment. So you have a bunch of things that, Veve could miss and in the short term could be super negative. It could be not good for the token. Could be not good for the product. I mean, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate both sides here. So if you want to sell your OMI on the Veve app because maybe you want to go into other stuff, that'll pump up first and then buy back OMI. If you want to play that game, you're more than welcome to do that. Let me be your vehicle. Let me buy your OMI that's on your Veve app. Anyway, moving on. Getting back to this whale here. I feel like people give a lot of other very successful people a lot of crap for buying a bunch of OMI. And why? Okay, I see it. Oh yeah, you put so much in OMI, it's only gone down. Okay, fair point. But I feel like the people that are really complaining, the people that are really like dogging, these people that are putting 6 figures into OMI and have lost 6 figures, I've lost 7 figures. These people have most likely never had even anywhere close to 6 figures in their bank account. Again, you want to follow the money and follow people that are successful. Again, this is not financial advice, but who am I going to take advice from if I was going to take advice from someone? would I take advice from someone that has never had more than 8 grand in their account? Or would I take advice from someone, oh, you're a successful entrepreneur, you're successful in your field, wherever they are, if they're successful in their field, they know what it's like to be successful. And you probably want to listen to those people. Even if you don't listen to me, listen to Mr. MC1, listen to Crypto Rain, listen to, there's so many other people. And again, you have David and Dan that have been super successful before Veve. So I do want to bring up that I think Jordan Riz had said that he had remortgaged his house twice for OMI, and people are giving him a lot of crap for it. Okay, well, Jordan also is a successful entrepreneur, and it's not like, oh, if OMI stays down here for 2 years, he's like going to lose his house. No, like it's fine. Like, and most people will just listen to a clip and be like, oh, this guy's dumb. Okay, well, one, he has a house to do that with, and he also, again, is a successful entrepreneur who, if he wanted to, he could have more OMI than I do, but he's being smart, he's diversifying, and most successful investors, every successful investor, most I should say, will tell you to diversify and be like, oh yeah, if you're gonna go into crypto, put a lot of it in Bit, put a lot of it in ETH, Cardano, whatever. And my whale, as I'm advising him to do, he's got some, again, physical collectibles. There's a nice Mickey Mantle card that I'm gonna convince him to sell for more OMI. Mickey Mantle's great. Love baseball, love history, and it's because this is the ROI. He will make money on that, whatever he sells it for, just because he's had it for so long. This particular whale will get, I don't know how much he gets. He'll sell a little bit in a couple of years, but the rest he's saving 2030. He's not young. I mean, he's like 50, 53, I think. I mean, he's not old. He's not like 80 years old, but he's not 20. He's smart enough to know, and he's seen enough winters to say, okay, I'm going to buy here and sell a little bit here. I'm going to hold the rest to here. And he'll go and I think when he's 60, he'll sell the rest, and that's it. He'll just enjoy the rest of his life. I just want to give you guys a little bit of perspective of inside things. Like, if you're under 40 years old, you have a ton of time on your side, like a ton. If you're under 40 years old, you probably have more than half your life left to live. And I don't know about you. I don't really remember much before high school, but I don't really remember. Most people don't remember much from when they're a kid, but I think you'll remember most of your adult life, barring maybe a couple of incidents in your 20s. But what happens in the next couple months, I have no idea. Nobody does. But in the long term, even in the midterm, short to midterm, this is going to blow. And in the best way, like Vesuvius, take off like a rocket. I know a bunch of whales that will be getting more OMI within the next 2 months, like probably within the next month. And there are other whales that I know that are waiting for that 00045 level, give or take, and they're going to try to buy a bunch there if it reaches that. So again, if you're going to try to time the bottom, you can. It's not really something that I'm going to try to do. I'll buy up here. If it does go down there, I will deplete everything and buy as much as I can. It's just, I don't know how long we would be down there for, because everyone's going to be buying down there. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I will go live later on tonight. I don't know if I'll go live with anyone, but stay tuned for that. That'll be fun. But please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye, Dashy. Bye-bye, Dashy. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.